my fellow citizens. We meet at an hour when the very foundations of our republic are being tested. Not by armies or empires, but by something more insidious, the fracturing of our shared commitment to truth itself. We face not merely political division, but a crisis of righteous duty and moral order. The wisest among us have always understood what we have forgotten, that truth is not manufactured by the loudest voice or the most viral post, but discovered through right means of knowing, through direct perception, through sound inference, through testimony worthy of trust. Today, we drown in information, yet starve for wisdom. We mistake the shadow play on the wall of our echo chambers for reality itself. Our founders drew from eternal wells when they spoke of self-evident truths. They understood that nations, like individuals, are governed by three fundamental forces: the principle of clarity and harmony, the principle of passion and action, the principle of inertia and delusion. Look around our land today. Which force predominates? Which force do we choose to cultivate? We cannot blame solely our leaders or our institutions, as consciousness evolves through stages, from childhood through youth to maturity. So too does our democracy pass through different states of being. The question is not whether we will change, but whether we will evolve toward light or descend into darkness. The path forward requires not new ideologies, but timeless wisdom applied with modern courage. It requires that we distinguish between our essential nature and the conditioned identities that keep us imprisoned in endless conflict. Republican, Democrat, conservative, progressive, these are not eternal truths. They are temporary garments. We wear them in this particular moment of history. The real division is not between left and right, but between those who serve truth and those who manipulate it. Between those who act from authentic duty aligned with cosmic order, and those who act from fear, greed, or the hunger for power. We face an environmental crisis that threatens the very web of life. There exists a sacred pattern that holds existence together, a natural law, a cosmic order. We have violated it. We have forgotten that the earth is not property to be exploited, but to be honored. This is not sentiment, that it is recognition of ultimate reality. What happens to the web happens to the spider. What we do to nature, we do to ourselves. To the young people of this nation, I say this: you have inherited a world of unprecedented complexity and danger. But you have also inherited something else: the capacity for discriminating wisdom. You can learn to distinguish between what is real and what is manufactured, between information that illuminates and information that obscures. This is not a luxury, it is your sacred duty. In an age of deep fakes, and disinformation, perhaps it is time we return to ancient standards of truth. Before you share, before you believe, before you act, ask. Is this perception direct and unclouded? Is this inference sound? Is this testimony reliable? Have I compared this with tradition and wisdom? Have I applied reason? Is this from a source that has proven trustworthy? To those in positions of power, I offer this reminder. He who sees all beings in his own self, and his own self in all beings, loses all fear. When you make decisions that affect millions, do you see yourself in the faces of those who will suffer or benefit? Or have you forgotten the fundamental unity of consciousness? Your power is not yours to hoard, but yours to exercise as a sacred trust. And to every citizen, I say what President Kennedy said in a different time, but with eternal relevance. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. But let us deepen this. Ask not only what you can do for your country, but what you can do for righteousness itself. Ask not only what serves your party, but what serves truth. Ask not only what benefits your generation, but what honors the 7 generations yet to come. There is a path of selfless action that teaches us to act without attachment to the fruits of our labor, to do what is right simply because it is right. Imagine a politics built on this foundation. Imagine leaders who serve not for power or profit, but because they have recognized their unique sacred duty in this particular moment of history. This is not naive idealism. This is the hardest realism there is. For we know that civilizations rise and fall not by external conquest alone, but by internal decay, by the erosion of truth, by the abandonment of non-harm, by the forgetting of our essential unity. The choice before us is ancient and eternal. We will continue to mistake the temporary for the permanent, the conditioned for the essential, the fragmented for the whole. Or we will undertake the great work of remembering what the wisest have always taught. You are that. We are that. All of this is that. One consciousness, one reality, manifesting in infinite forms. When we truly understand this, not as philosophy, but as lived reality, then the politics of division becomes impossible. Then the exploitation of our planet becomes unthinkable. Then the manipulation of truth becomes obscene. For all of it is harm to our own self. Let us therefore commit ourselves to this great work. Let us be the generation that chose clarity over delusion, unity over division. Let us be worthy ancestors to those who will come after. Let us prove that democracy of the people, by the people, for the people, can align with eternal law that governs all existence. The light that guided our founders still shines. The wisdom that sustained civilizations for millennia still calls. The choice, as always, is ours. You are that. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.